Welcome back, dear students. So today I have come up along with some more numbers for you all, and I hope you had been practicing all the properties as well as whatever numbers we had discussed in the last two videos. Okay, so now let us start solving some more questions basing on this properties. Okay, so the first question for today is, let us take some question from, okay, suppose you have got a question like 1923 multiplied to 99, okay, and the second question, let us take 824 multiplied to 25, okay. So what is the question here? The question is, using distributive property, you have to multiply these two numbers, right? So let's take the first number, 1923 multiplied to 99. So I told you, you have to choose, if you recall, you have to choose a number which is easy to split and easy to multiply. Yes or no? So now, obviously here we will choose what? 99. So 1923, I will write it as 100 minus 1. As simple. Now, this is first multiplied to this, and then it is multiplied to the second number. So 1923 is first multiplied to 100. Then you have what? Minus sign. 1923 is then multiplied to 1. So now, easily you can write down minus 1923, and after this you can solve. Okay, after this easily you can solve. Simply as you're subtracting, you'll be subtracting. Okay, let's come to the next question. 824 multiplied 25. I know by now many of you must have thought already, which number are you going to split here? Or this two? 25, right? So 824. So what will I do here? 20 plus 5. Instead of writing 100 minus 75, that will give me a bigger number. 20 plus 5 is more simple. Okay? So 824 multiplied to 20 plus 824 multiplied to 5. That makes it as simple. So now we can easily multiply it. Okay? Okay, then add it. Okay, very simple. Now let us take some more questions. Okay. So using this distributive property, it becomes very simple for us to solve certain kinds of numbers. Now let us take some more examples like number 3. Suppose you get a question like this, 1603 multiplied to 999 plus 1603. Suppose you got a question like this, and you are asked to multiply using the distributive property. Okay. So as I told you, the format of distributive property, this is obviously for addition. So now 1603 is first multiplied to 999, and this number is again repeated here. This number is repeated here again, but then its multiplication pair is missing, isn't it? So we know that the multiplicative property of 1, what does it state? If you multiply 1 with any number, the answer doesn't change. The number remains, the answer is a number itself. So if I write here 1, does it make any effect to 1603? By multiplying it with 1, I have given a multiplication pair to 1603. But this is not changing the value of 1603. It is remaining 1603 only, right? So now we have got the common number 1603, which is first multiplied to 999, then it is multiplied to 1. And see, the multiplication becomes so simple. Easily, orally, you are able to get the answer. So these are various ways by which you can use the distributive property for solving the numbers. Now, let me take one number from your exercise. Pick up a number. There's a word problem over here. It says that you have to determine the product of the greatest 3-digit and the greatest 4-digit. Greatest 3-digit. Determine the product of the greatest 3-digit and the greatest 4-digit. So greatest 3-digit number you know, and the greatest 4-digit number also you are knowing. Yes. So in this case, you have to determine the product using what? Distributive property. Don't start multiplying 9 9s are 81, 9 9s are 81. No, not like that. Use the distributive property. Okay. So how interesting it becomes, you see. You can split anything, whatever you want. Okay. So in this case, suppose let me split the bigger one. You can split the smaller one also. This case is same here. Okay. So obviously you know that 9,999 is 10,000 minus 10,000 minus 1. 10,000 minus 1. Is it correct? Yes. 10,000 minus 1 is 999. Now I have just split this. Now simply what shall I do next? First I will multiply this 999 with 10,000. Then I have a minus sign here. Then I will multiply 999 with 1. See. What I have done, I have simply split this 9,999 and written it as 10,000 minus 1. Try to get as many zeros and ones. That is the easiest way. Yes or no? Here, suppose if a student wants to split 999, you will write 1,000 minus 1. 1,000 minus 1. Clear? So now, easily, I can find the answer by subtracting. Isn't it? So this answer you are going to post in the comment box. What is the answer for this? Subtraction. Very simple one. Okay. Now let us come to the next question. So now we have finished up with I think we have solved most of the numbers based on distributive property, and some more numbers are there in your exercises which needs to be solved. Okay. Like you have questions on fill in the blanks. Basing on this distributive property, like one more what I am going to write here. Suppose 256 is multiplied to 28 is equal to 256 multiplied to 10 plus 256 multiplied to dash plus 256 multiplied to 10. Okay, another question let me take. 28 multiplied to 197 is equal to 28 multiplied to dash minus 28 multiplied to 3. Okay, so these are some of the questions. To see how I'm going to solve this. Using the distributive property only here. In first case, it's addition. Second case, it is subtraction. Okay, so now you have to fill in the blank. Just see, students, 256 multiplied to 28 is the main question. Okay, then the second part, you can see it is split into 3 ways. 256 is repeated how many times? 3 times here. So for your convenience, you can put a bracket. 256 is first multiplied to 10. 256 is then multiplied to some number. Then 256 is again multiplied to 10. But 256 is actually multiplied to what? 28, no? 256 is actually multiplied to what? 28. That means 28 has been split into 3 parts here. Not 2 parts like 20 plus 8. But it has been split into 3 parts. So one part is 10. Other part is 10. So the third part will be obviously what? 8. 10 plus 8 will give me 28. Yes or no? So that way you can easily find out. Because once you start solving this, suppose this is the question, you will take 256 as the common number and multiply to 28. Because 10 plus 8 plus 10 should give me what? 28. And you have to name the property also. What is the property used here? Distributive property of multiplication over addition. Right? Now let us come to the next question here. Here also you can see this is one pair and this is one pair of multiplication. In between you have a minus sign. So obviously by looking at the question, you should understand it is distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. Now what is the next? See, 28 is not split. That means 197 is split. 197 has been split and there is a minus sign. So what minus 3 is 197? What minus 3 is 197? 200 minus 3 is 197. What minus 3 is 197? Sorry. So 200 minus 3 is 197. So what will come here in the blank? 200. Why 200? Because 28 has not been split here. What has been split here? 198. In what manner they have split? Not as 100 plus 97. It's not plus here. It's minus. So something minus, what minus 3 will give me 197? 200 minus 3. And this is what the name the property used is. What is the property used here? Distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. I think the idea is getting quite clear with everyone. Okay. So now we are finished up with this distributive property. And then we have also certain questions. See, we can solve these by taking x also. Like I can take x here as a variable and I can solve it, but I won't use that method for you now because you have not learned about the equations. Once you learn the linear equations, you can solve it in a very easy manner by taking x. But for the time being, what you are going to do, just let me tell you, if you get a question like this, how are you going to think? Just think of a smaller number, okay? Just think of a smaller number, very small number, like 5. Now the minuend is given to us. Take in place of minuend any small number, minus what? And something, 5 minus something will be less than 5 only, obviously. So suppose I write 3. I write here 3. Understand the question in this manner. It will be more simple for you now. Once you learn the equations, you can solve by the equation method. That I will tell you, okay? Now 5 minus what is 3? Very easily you are able to say that 5 minus 2 is 3. So how can you get 2? How can you get 2 from 5 and 3? By subtracting 5 minus 3, obviously. So if this is the case, this number is same as this. Yes or no? So this minus what is 990? So in this case, what you have done? 5 minus 3. So in this case, what you will do? 1340 minus 990. And you can easily find the answer. The same manner you will go for this also. Clear? This minus what is 3198? So 5245 minus 3198, subtract and get the answer. Right? It's very simple. So when you get question like this, whether you have to subtract or you have to add, don't get confused. There's another method around here. Okay? By taking x. Okay? But then after doing the equations only, you will be able to understand. Okay, now let's come to the next type of question here. N minus 25 also. This is also in equation form only. Okay. But then here also, in place of, so now what minus this is equal to 83? Suppose, let me write one question like this. Dash minus 7 is equal to 10. So what minus 7 is equal to 10? You have to find n, no? Okay. So what minus 7 is equal to 10? Obviously it is 17. You can make out 17 minus 7 is equal to 10. So how can you get 17 from 7 and 10? By adding these two. By adding these two. So what will you do here in the first case? So n will be equal to just add 83 and 25. 83 and 25. So when you are getting confused whether what you have to do, just take a smaller number and try it. So what minus 7 will give us 10? Obviously 17. How you got 17? By adding these two. By adding the subtrahend and the answer. Yes or no? So likewise, now the second question, let us see. N plus 104 is 1. So let us write one more question for this. N you have to find, so dash plus 6 is equal to 10. Obviously, when you are adding something, you get an answer bigger than that. Yes or no? So what plus 6 will give us 10? Obviously, you know it is 4 plus 6. So how will you get 4 from 6 and 10? By subtracting 10 minus 6. By subtracting 10 minus 6, obviously. So in this case, if you are subtracting the answer minus the subtrahend, so in this case also the answer, sorry, not subtrahend here. So here what you will do? Here also answer minus the given number. So in this case, n will be equal to 823 minus 104, and you can find the answers for both. I think the idea is very clear. So when you get questions like this, don't get confused. Okay. And if you want, I can teach you the equation method also. That's very simple, not very difficult for solving. But then now I can go for this. Okay. Otherwise, if you want to do with the equation method also, it is as simple. Just tell, I will tell you the basic thing about equation and you will be able to understand. So dear students, I hope now you are clear with the various properties that I had explained you already. The distributive property of addition, of multiplication, of addition, subtraction, the commutative property, the property of 0, the property of 1, and the associative property. So I hope you will be practicing it and regularly doing the numbers which are there in the exercise. So